Welcome to the country of Luxembourg. Sandwiched between Germany, Belgium, and France, this is the 28th smallest country and is often regarded as the wealthiest nation in the world. On a journey to visit every country on the globe, let's see what Luxembourg has to offer. We made it to our first stop. We're about 45 minutes outside Luxembourg City, along the German border in the city of Vianden. One of, if not the most recommended cities to visit here in Luxembourg. Let's see what they have to offer. Alright, we did the city, now it's time for the main attraction here in Vianden, the castle. Let's go. Alright, we made it to the main viewing point of the castle, and from this viewpoint you can really tell that this castle is just sitting right on top of the city of Vianden. Alright, end of the tour, well worth the price of admission, 12 euros or $13, and you see an amazing piece of Luxembourg history. So first stop here in Luxembourg, well worth the trip out here. Just an amazing scene. Alright, back in the car, safe to say, incredible first stop here in Luxembourg. If you're ever here, Vianden, beautiful city, castle was stunning. Not really a better way to start off a trip. Amazing first impression. It's about 2:45 right now. Another suggestion I got was the Mullerthal region. Hope I'm saying that right. Here in Luxembourg, we're about 30 minutes away. It's sort of on the way back to the city. So let's do some hiking in Luxembourg. Alright, we made it to the Mullerthal region without going through Germany. Don't know how big of a deal it would have been. Just saw that option when I was reserving my car. Decided not to do it, so we made it. It was only like an extra minute or so. Changed into somewhat hiking shoes, better than what I was wearing. So no idea what kind of hike this is, but we're just gonna go along and see what it is. All right, our first dilemma. Got a road. This looks more like a trail, so we'll go this way. Gotta be the right way. Honestly, none of the signs made any sense, so we're just gonna kind of wing it. This looks like a trail. We'll see what we see. All right, we came up this little hill. This big rock up here. Seems to be like we're doing a pretty good trail here, and it should keep going for a little while, so we'll see what else we end up seeing here. We hopped down from the trail, which is up the embankment there. It might be a little hard to get up, but it's a problem for a different time. It's very peaceful knowing that I'm in the middle of Europe right now, and it's just peace and tranquility at the waterfall, just these flowing streams. You know, in a region of the world that's very chaotic, very hustle and bustle, and very crowded, you know, it's just nice having these moments in a country like this that more people should probably be visiting. But to have this peace and silence, it's just incredible. Oh, it comes up on camera just how pure and green this moss is. So I know you guys have seen Brisha Terabithia. For some reason, it's the vibe that's coming off this place. Which could be good or bad depending on what part of the movie you're watching, but just the peace, quiet, the greenery, these tall trees. This is a real gem right here in Luxembourg. Alright, the journey back up from down there wasn't that bad. Did get some thorns on the new tattoo. Hopefully she's okay. I also only have this much water left from the flight this morning, so hopefully this isn't too challenging of a hike. We don't dehydrate. Alright, I think we've reached the end. The trail's turned to kind of ugly. Got some chopped down trees. We'll go a little bit further, see if we're missing anything, but might be time to turn back around. Alright, I've met up with a road. Dang it. We met up with a road. It's all kind of browned out. A lot of the greenery is gone. So I think it is our time to turn around. Pretty quick hike. I did see people walking towards another direction at the beginning, so maybe we'll see if there's another hike to lead us throughout the Mullerthal. Also officially out of water, dumped it all out by accident, so luckily this trail is not challenging at all. It's like 65 degrees out, it's perfect, so don't think we'll need it. Definitely would have been nice. Alright, we did find that other trail people were on. Nice little bridge right here. We'll hike it a little bit. This doesn't look as good as the one we were on, but we'll see what we see. Alright, so yeah, do have some cool trees, but you can kind of hear a road over here. You got someone's house over here. It's just not the kind of hike I'm looking for. So I think we're gonna cut our losses, head back. Legs were killing me a little bit. Walked all over Frankfurt yesterday, and then the hike we just did, and then Vianden. This is a very hilly country, so your legs could go a little bit, so we'll head back to the car, kind of go from there, see what we want to do. Alright, made it back to the car. I think the move now is to get food, and then head back to the hotel, actually check into the hotel. Alright, we made it back, got the hotel room. Luxembourg hotel is very expensive if you're trying to come. I was able to snag this one 2 nights for $178, which is typically what you pay for just 1 night. So let's take a look. Just a normal double bed. I feel like a pretty big double bed, so nice desk area. McDonald's video went interesting bathroom as well. And all this for $178. Okay, overall, first day in Luxembourg, big success exploring the Luxembourg countryside. Vianden, if you're here, it's a must visit. That castle is stunning, the town's stunning. All the people in the town, amazing as well. Mullerthal, again, in my opinion, another must see. I'm from the northwest of the United States. I'm a little spoiled with when it comes to hikes and viewpoints and all that. Was it the most stunning hike I've ever been on? No, but it was very peaceful, very tranquil, and honestly one of my favorite hikes I've done recently. And it was a very just simple, peaceful, calming hike. And you know, when you're here in Europe, having that kind of break from the craziness is amazing. And the drive out of Mullerthal back to Luxembourg, the drive was amazing as well. There's so much more in that region that I didn't explore, so definitely might have to call for a trip back. But yeah, that's gonna be it for day one. In the morning, have to return the rental and get gas. A little worried about that. But yeah, tomorrow is all just Luxembourg City. See what makes this city itself so special. Looking forward to it, can't wait. Time for some shut-eye. Good morning, Luxembourg. Day 2. It's currently 9:27. We have to return the rental at 10:30. We gotta get ready, get gas, drive to the airport. So, looking a little tight right now. Slept way longer than I thought, about 10 hours. So, let's try and make it on time and explore the city. Alright, it's 10 o'clock on the dot. We're finally heading out. We got 30 minutes, get gas, return the car. We're gonna cut it close, but we'll see how getting gas goes. That's the main part. The gas station was a bust. It kept asking me for a PIN, but it's a credit card. And the PIN was supposed to be like 6 digits, so I tried my zip code and my normal PIN for my credit card, waiting for my debit. Nothing was working, so the fuel light barely has moved. We're just gonna return it. They can charge me to fill it up if they so choose. Alright, we returned the car, they didn't charge me for any gas, so we're gonna take the bus now. Apparently in Luxembourg it's completely free and clean, so we're gonna try taking the bus to the city. Well, we got on the wrong bus, but it was the right number, wrong direction, but took it one stop. The next bus should be here any minute. At the end of the day, it's only a 5-minute time difference of arrival, so we made it to the city. Bus was completely free. It was clean, nice, and I mean, just check out the views from the bus stop. Yeah, now we're on our way to, I think we're gonna stop the Casemates first. Hopefully pronouncing it right, and kind of see what that's all about. All right, the bus stop was up there. We walked down into the city and then up this hill and eventually found ourselves back up here. All right, so we just entered the Casemates. 10 euros, $11. See if it's worth it, but pretty good price. Pretty much this is caves to my understanding. I guess we'll learn more. We are learning a little bit more. Apparently, cannons would be set up right here, and they would defend the town, the low town down here. 3 shots an hour coming from this cannon. There'd be 4 total in here. They would alternate those 3 shots to defend this low town. All right, we finally found one of the actual cannons that they keep talking about. And once again, another great view of the historic city as well as the new city up there. Alright, this space is apparently where an 82-year-old Austrian leader sheltered during the attack. Apparently bedroom, then the office, then the antechamber. Don't know if it was always open like this. Alright, now we're in the dungeon of the old castle, if you can't tell by the bars. Pretty cool room. I just finished the Casemates. Well worth it. Highly recommend. $11. I think that and the castle are going to be highlights of the trip. And now let's go try to find some food. Alright, just past this symbol shop. Little concerned I'm going to have to turn back around. Alright, caved in. Got 2 of them. And now we're going to have to do a little taste test. Alright, we had lunch, feeling refreshed. Now we're going to the Church of Notre-Dame. Not the famous one in Paris, we'll see that tomorrow, but this one apparently is supposed to be just as good.
Take my life and let it be consecrated, Lord, to thee. Take my moments and my days, let them flow in endless praise. Let them flow in endless praise.
Church was beautiful. I feel like it was hard to even show on camera how beautiful it was. Now we're on the way to, it's called the panoramic elevator. Apparently it's an observation deck, so we'll see how good it is. Alright, we arrived at the panoramic, I'm gonna put the name on the screen because I don't want to mispronounce it, but panoramic elevator. It's fairly busy, a lot of locals though. So it clearly gets everyday use. It's not just a tourist attraction. So let's take the ride.
Uau, tá fazendo muito olhado. Ai. Oh.
Alto ou não? Já chegou.
Olha aqui.
Only 10-15 seconds later, we're at the top. Beautiful view. Yeah, we're just like any other elevator. You literally just walk up, hit the call button, and ride the elevator completely free. Most importantly, a great way to get from the low city to the high city without walking up all these hills. I think next we're gonna try to hit these forts. It says it's closed, but I see people walking, so we'll see. I went the wrong way twice, but we finally made it up here. There is no one up here. Pretty much all alone. Cool thing about being up here, we've been on this side of the city the entire day, looking at this side. So now it's nice to be on this side of the city looking at where we've been. And just a view we have all to ourselves. we found the ultimate just chill spot here in Luxembourg. You can even see all the holes of the casemates that we toured earlier. I think just sitting here chilling is really putting into perspective how amazing this tiny little country really is. You know, you don't really hear a lot of people talk about it. It's obviously kind of known for being the wealthiest country, rich, and you know it is. It's very nice. It is expensive, but for me it's the beauty that this country holds and how beautiful the architecture is, how nice the people are. It's one of a kind. Okay, so we're actually walking from the old city into the new city to wrap up the day. And this building is right in the center, and I think it's like a perfect fit for this area. This is the art museum, a brand new building, but the way they built it into the walls of the old fort is really just a beautiful way to kind of transition from the older part of the city into this newer part. Alright, yeah, this part of Luxembourg feels like it's the wealthiest country in the world. Very different from what we've seen all day. I think the best way to put it, the old city is rich with history, this new city is rich with money. So I think we're gonna hit the tram, it's right across the street, and go back to the old city, get some souvenirs, see that again before we head back for the day. Alright, yeah, the one place we forgot to go is on both magnets that I got, so we kind of have to go. It's right next to the church we were at earlier, so let's go do it. Alright, we made it to our final kind of monument stop here in Luxembourg. The Monument of Remembrance, also known as the Golden Lady. So a little bit of history about the Golden Lady. It was originally placed here in the 1920s. In the 1940s, it was taken down by German troops during the Nazi occupation. Then it was finally brought back in the 1980s, brought back to the people of Luxembourg. The rain is starting to come down here in Luxembourg. I think we're gonna catch a bus, head back to the hotel, and we'll see you then. Alright, we made it to the Luxembourg airport, waiting to board our flight to Paris. This is a perfect time to reflect on these past 2 days here in this beautiful country. We've seen castles both above ground and below, monuments, forts, churches, and beautiful architecture. Luxembourg was a perfect start to this series. Luxembourg is a true gem in Europe that more people should make a trip to see. Only a few hours away from Paris, Amsterdam, Brussels, and Frankfurt, it may be known for being the wealthiest country in the world, but it is certainly filled with kind, hardworking, and genuine individuals. Until next time, Luxembourg, merci.